This time I want to discuss about the energy loss of the Ruslan Akula device. It's very simple schematic. So where the loss happens is from the primary to Tesla tower, primary to secondary, because it's not a ferrite core or anything is inside. It just goes to the air like that. And then if I connected this till the end, the wire like that, then could have been better. But the concept of Tesla tower is going to the air, and then it turns through the ground. So a lot of loss is happening also here. So if I just put the bulb here and then see how much current comes back compared to the input, then maybe about 50% normally. If I do a good job, it's a bit better. So that means the radiation loss to here and here is nearly the half. Not even that. Actually, the concept of this device is it's radiated to here, and therefore coming from here to here, and then it's receiving maybe its devices, the load is here or here. It happens normally 50% loss from the primary to secondary, and the air is about 50, and from the air coming to the grenade is about 50% loss. So if I do a good job, still do a good job, then maybe 30 to 40% of energy can come back compared to the primary. But normally it doesn't happen. So normally it's 25% energy comes back compared to the input. But if I turn on the yoke and then giving some signal to the inductor as they did, then there is another loss here. So it's a lot of loss is happening in this case, which means to have not even free energy, to have the unity circuit, we have to have 4 times stronger energy output from the normal state. So if the bulb is a little bit like that, by giving some 10 to 20 watts, then the bulb has to be 4 times brighter compared to the normal state. So this is not easy. Then there is one clue how to make, not even over unity, how to make unity is like that. If they connect the earth like that and then receive like that, then what happens is if it is actually optimized state, then the radiation is really strong. If I put the probe, oscilloscope probe, then I can read this radiation. And in the strongest radiation, then I put the bulb here, and then I can draw some energy, which makes a 25% efficiency. Then what gives hope is, for some reason, it's not this maximum radiation. Sometimes what happens is the radiation is really small, and then suddenly big, and then small, and suddenly big. Then this kind of radiation happens when the ground is connected, and this frequency is about less than 50 hertz or less than 100 hertz. So let's see the Ruslan's video, and this is this.
Если скрутить ее, она будет вот так вот плавать. Вот таким макаром. Никак иначе. Вот если я сейчас изменю частоту генератора, да, то есть смотрите, вот сейчас 32 килогерц, сейчас...
So, as he changes this high frequency, sometimes it's pulsing with some hertz, not even 1 kilohertz. It's pulsing like that, and then pulsing at this time, the energy consumption is not that high. So the input current is very small, but it's pulsing with a large energy. So it's not only always large energy. There is this moment, and there is a large energy coming moment. At this moment, the device becomes a bit strange, so it's hard to read and so on. Then, why do we focus on this, not on the highest radiation? Make this condition, and then put the inductor with some kilohertz signal. Then what happens is when some kilohertz signal is coming, then it becomes all maximum state. That's what I found out in my experiment. So
This time is the 230
it's hard to see. So I'm going on. So this is what I found. It's a pulsing state.
Yeah, this is the maximum, 1320, and it makes the light like that, 1.2 ampere, but it's consuming energy, so I can go.
Yeah, now pulsing state is coming.
This state, it's pulsing, but it's 1350. It's pulsing, and then when
1.5 megahertz.
If because the energy is low, the bulb is not turning on the light. When it's pulsing, if I turn on the low frequency, it makes the fish form, and then it becomes stable. It's consuming about 0.5 ampere. So I think this is the way to.
So what I mean is, I can put really small energy here, and at that time it doesn't radiate much, but it's gonna pulse, and when I turn on the yoke, then it's kind of maximum, but it's making this kind of fish form. So that's the frequency adjustment through the inductor. So again, don't focus on the maximum radiation, which will turn on the light, but although you optimize, you're gonna have only 25%. So you focus on the state when it's pulsing. Then to have pulse, this ground connection is important. And after the ground connection, you turn on the inductor and then change the frequency. And this frequency is 10 to 20 kilohertz. So 10 to 20 kilohertz fish form will appear, and then this minimum state will disappear. Therefore, it stays kind of the maximum state with a low input. Of course, you have to have some energy consumption here, but this effect itself is not scientific. It's not easy to explain with a conventional science way. Why giving this some 10 to 20 kilohertz or some 100 kilohertz signal makes this kind of makes the minimum state disappear. So this is the way that the Earth is giving energy, and then but this energy is just like 10 to 20 hertz, not kilohertz. And by giving some frequency there, you cannot you're gonna have just the great energy coming from the Earth. I think that's the secret of the video that the Ruslan was showing, the maximum, minimum posting video, and then the legend about the fish form. Let's see.